keep on talking till I can't go on. While you see it your way, run the risk of knowing that our love may soon be gone. We can work it out, we can work it out. Think of what you're saying. You can get it wrong and still you think that it's alright. Think of what I'm saying. We can work it out and get it straight or say goodnight. We can work it out, we can work it out. Life is very short and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. I have always thought that it's a crime, so I will ask you once again. Try to see it my way, only time will tell if I am right or I am wrong. While you see it your way, there's a chance that we might fall apart before too long. We can work it out, we can work it out. Life is very short and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. I have always thought that it's a crime, so I will ask you once again. Try to see it my way, only time will tell if I am right or I am wrong. While you see it your way, there's a chance that we might fall apart before too long. We can work it out, we can work it out. Try to see it my way. Do I have to keep on talking till I can go on? While you see it your way, run the risk of knowing that our love may soon be gone. We can work it out, we can work it out. Think of what you're saying. You can get it wrong and still you think that it's alright. Think of what I'm saying. We can work it out and get it straight or say goodnight. We can work it out, we can work it out. Life is very short and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. I have always thought that it's a crime, so I will ask you once again. Try to see it my way, only time will tell if I am right or I am wrong. While you see it your way, there's a chance that we might fall apart before too long. We can work it out, we can work it out. Life is very short and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. I have always thought that it's a crime, so I will ask you once again. Try to see it my way, only time will tell if I am right or I am wrong. While you see it your way, there's a chance that we might fall apart before too long. We can work it out, we can work it out. Try to see it my way. Do I have to keep on talking till I can go on? While you see it your way, run the risk of knowing that our love may soon be gone. We can work it out, we can work it out. Think of what you're saying. You can get it wrong and still you think that it's alright. Think of what I'm saying. We can work it out and get it straight or say goodnight. We can work it out. We can work it out. Life is very short and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. I have always thought that it's a crime, so I will ask you once again. Try to see it my way. Only time will tell if I am right or I am wrong. While you see it your way, there's a chance that we might fall apart before too long. We can work it out. We can work it out. Life is very short and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. I have always thought that it's a crime, so I will ask you once again. Try to see it my way. Only time will tell if I am right or I am wrong. While you see it your way, there's a chance that we might fall apart before too long. We can work it out. We can work it out. Try to see it my way. Do I have to keep on talking till I can go on? While you see it...
Good morning. Welcome to Flat Earth Early Bird number 2205. I'm your host Arwin, and before I start the show, please don't forget to share it on any platform you deem fit, and if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through the PayPal, Patreon, Gifts and Go. Links are in the description box below. Also, subscribe to my channel and send me a super chat. Right. Any support would be greatly appreciated. I still need it. For like another week or something like that. I could really use it. Anyway. Weather. It's kind of a gray soup day. It's cold. Ugh. Yeah, no sun coming through today. It's just cloudy and cold. Don't see any wind, so it's probably a low wind again. Hello, Borders Boy. First in chat. Good to see you. It is Saturday, the 15th of February 2025. Temperature is 3 degrees Celsius. Yeah, it's all this water cold. I hate it. 65% humidity, 0% precipitation, 8 km/h wind. So yeah, low wind. Oh, it says there's even a snow ice warning. Ooh, goody. Wow, it says the snow cover might form 1 centimeter. Really? It's gonna snow that much? Okay. Huh. Okay, we'll see. Right. How's everybody doing? I'm cold. But I got coffee, special coffee today. Look at how dark this stuff is. Because I got a special package in from Bear Pelagics Bear. Shout out to Bear Pelagics Coffee. I mean, super generous. I thank you so much, my wheelie friend. And this coffee is the one that I really wanted to try. The Helen Keller roast, which I think is like one of his funniest coffees ever. And yeah, very curious to see. I haven't tasted it yet. It smells very different from the coffee I'm used to. But very anxious to try it. I got some other coffee too. It didn't just send one package. I got Colombian pink bourbon. Looks a little bit gay, but yeah. And Costa Rican anaerobic top shelf. No idea what that is. I got coffee from all over the world, and even Charizona Extra Dark Roast. So thank you so much, Bear Pelagic Coffee. Awesome. You're very generous. This is very helpful. Because in the past I've ran out of coffee here and there, and well, that's not gonna happen for a while thanks to Bear Pelagic's Coffee. Also, he sent me hilarious stickers. It's just freaking amazing. I don't know why he makes himself black, but it's so funny. Pablo Escobar's secret stash. That's kind of what he sent me. and yeah, just more general stickers with some barely readable message. God bless you, brother. Our win. And it's just barely readable, but I mean, thank you, Paraplegic. Thank you so much for the coffee and hilarious stickers. It's like one of the curiosities that I can show people. What was that paraplegic with balloons? Yeah. Hello, Adenaki. It was the paragliding paraplegic Palestinian peaberry. Yeah, how do you come up with this? You just have to be paraplegic, bear. Then you come up with this. Right, so here's the Helen Keller roast. Gonna taste it now. Ew! No, just kidding. Very different. Like, this is a completely different kind of coffee as I'm used to. Like, really unsurprisingly sweet, like a sweet aroma to it. Huh. It really has that dark roast kind of taste to it. Something I personally don't really like, but oh well. Has a weird smell to it. You didn't put something weird in here, did you, Paraplegic? You're not secretly venging? Nah. Right. Yeah. It's been weird getting used to like the different... There's a weird aromatic side smell to it that I can't place. Maybe it's just something I need, like if you drink it more then it's different. Because I mean, I'm used to like drinking just one type of coffee. Like I'm very monotonous with my consumer habits. But does taste kind of nice. The aftertaste is like not bad at all. Yeah. Paraplegic's Helen Keller roast, everybody. It's pretty good. And just for the name alone, like that's just freaking genius, man. Like when he first started doing that, I laugh really hard because it's just amazing. Amazing that somebody would do that. But I like my own coffee, baby. It's very different But I mean, this does taste like a pretty decent coffee. I'm just like, I want my coffee. But yeah, good coffee. I mean, it's like if you're like a coffee taster, you'd probably think this is pretty good. So thank you again, Bear Pelagics Bear, for sending all that coffee to me. And the stickers too. I mean, that's just great. I feel really lucky to be among just awesome people, generous. Guess she doesn't stand with Palestine. What? Who are you talking about, Anunnaki? Oh. I don't know why you'd say she, but like, yeah, I mean, Bear Pelagic can't really stand with anybody, can he? And yes, that's a terrible joke, but it's his thing. I'm not actually shaming. I'm not trying to bully anybody that's handicapped. Like, he likes it. As long as it's just have it, don't be too mean or anything. And I'm not. He likes that. So it's really, really funny. Yeah. I'm sure there's some weirdo out there that's gonna be like, oh my god, he got coffee from this handicapped guy, and then he said it wasn't good enough, and then started to make jokes about his handicap. That's so dark, that's so evil. Like, nice try. I mean, everybody that's heard of Bear Pelagic knows what that's like. And I mean, he's been great. He's been like a friend online. So, I should put him in the title a bit. Just make it simple. Yep. Bear Pelagic sent me really nice coffee. Thank you very much, my friend. Right. It is really weird to just have it smell differently. It's like, hey, wait, this is not the coffee I'm used to. Every time, I'm like, hey, wait, this is not the coffee I'm used to. Brings back memories of like other places where there would be coffee around from the time when I wasn't drinking coffee. Like coffee bars and all that. They have all these different smells. What kind of coffee is that? It's the Helen Keller roast. Anunnaki. Like the one I really wanted to try. He sent me all kinds, but like that's the one that I really wanted to try. I wonder where this coffee is from, by the way. It doesn't actually say where it originally came from. Unlike the others. You haven't seen or heard of that kind of coffee? Oh, very funny. I hope, yeah. It's just very different. But I do like the aftertaste. It's pretty good. It's just the initial smell is just like, oh, this is so different. And I'm such a like, I want it to be the same. So yeah, don't mind that. It's pretty good coffee, I think. I'm just used to the one coffee that I really, really like and been drinking for, what now, 20 years? Same kind of coffee. I'm really glad it's like not changed. Like it's a good... The coffee I'm used to is like from the Chiapas farmers in Mexico. Organic. It's like a really mild, soft feeling to it. With like a really deep aroma, and it's not super sweet. Yeah, it's just different. I mean, somebody comes over, I'll let you smell the coffee and like, this is it. I'm not so good at describing different sensations about coffee. I'm not really a coffee taster. Right, anyway, I hope everybody's having a great weekend thus far. Mine's pretty good. I'm a little me because I'm running it. It's happened again. I ran out of eggs. Well, I still have eggs for today, but not tomorrow. And I got a lot of coffee though. It's gonna save me some money in the coming month, at least. Probably after. Just wish I had a little bit extra so I can get some eggs. Like $10 or something. But I mean, it's the weekend's not over yet. And also looking forward to later today doing a night owl show with Mark Sargent. Which is always like great having him on. The guy's a blast to have on. Looking forward to that later. That will be in 5.5 hours from now. 8 p.m. Amsterdam time. Like after I round out the show, I'll immediately like start the that hangout. Put it on countdown. Right. So yeah, good times. Also, yeah, I was watching the newest my lunch break video right before the show, and it's just like, God. Like every time I think, like, I think I'm getting the scale of it, of those ancient things. I think I'm getting a feel for like what kind of scale it is. And then they just roll out this stuff and I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's so fucking huge. Like, I mean, no wonder. It's like if a grappler sees that, he just immediately wants to destroy it. I mean, is it really that basic? Is it just pure envy? A bunch of special boys that are super rich and they're like, we're the little gods, we're the best, and they just see this stuff and they like immediately realize I'm just a little piece of shit with delusions of grandeur, and like we gotta destroy it because I hate this. It's too beautiful. It's God. It's like I can't be just this and having all this in front of me. Like I really think it might just be that. Because when I see some of these photos, like I'm almost having that response, except that I'm not actually a bitter, hollow person on the inside. I don't get feelings of revenge and lashing out when I see something that is truly great. I'm just like, wow, it gives me something to grow towards. Like, that's my response, right? Because a grabber, when they see something that's way bigger than them, metaphorically or literally, they're like, I want to tear it down. Because I'm the best. Right? When I see something that's bigger, metaphorically or literally, I'm like, oh man, I'm going to grow into this. Like, that's a good example for me to build up to. That's my response. It's what I had when I was younger, and God, I didn't even see all this back then. I wish I had. If I had seen some of this stuff when I was younger, I would have like really pushed the whole trying to become an architect way more. I had no idea it was this big out there. Just incredible. I'm still kind of like dazzled about just that video. I'm like halfway and it's just absolutely mind-blowing. It's like melted caves in the jungle from 2 days ago. It's not, don't know why it took me so long. I can't just watch this stuff immediately every time because it's just overwhelming. But yeah, in that particular video, they're digging into a lot of stuff in India. Last time was like Pakistan, the huge mausoleums, and this is in India, and they're like carved giant palaces in mountains, or maybe, yeah, it's complicated. Some of it was like completely mud flooded, even on the inside, and dug out. And other places do really genuinely seem to be carved, but it's like hard to tell whether that is what it was originally like, because it's just so big. Oh, is there somebody there? Oh, we never saw it. I'm getting ads on my own show. That's so weird. I'm gonna refresh. Wait, what? Where the hell did my title go? What the fuck? Where the fuck did the title go? What? That's new? Okay, well, let me just copy this in the back. That's weird. How the hell did that even happen? This is like the first time, like, the title was reversed. I mean, you guys saw it there, right? That's so odd. That it disappeared again. Reverted back to the previous state. Like, that's never happened before. What the hell's going on? Right, anyway, I put it back. And I added examples of greatness to grow into. Because I think that's a good saying to have. Alright, anyway, I hope everybody's enjoying the show. Don't forget to Rogan's it up if you are, and yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the old-fashioned baller grilling that I did yesterday. I don't often do that, but yesterday somebody was just really asking for it. And I know some of you guys really like that sort of thing. And I mean, sometimes, yeah, why not? But I mean, that's not something I'll be doing every day, like in those days. I mean, around 2017, I'm still part of FED, like that shit would happen like every day. And I mean, eventually, like it will drive you nuts. Like their insanity, bald-heartedness, like it rubs off on you. Like their cognitive dissonance just starts to like seed itself. And I don't mean like through ball-win style, but it just like their madness just it's a burden to deal with continually. Ugh. But I mean, sometimes, yeah, sometimes I do deal with it. Like yesterday. Right? Dip correctional facilities. I mean, that was great. Thank you for that one maxed out bear. That was just brilliant. And that's a keeper. Dip correctional facilities. I mean, that is perfect. The prison in their mind. Right, so yeah, I hope you guys had fun yesterday. Today, I don't know what I'm gonna do, except for the subject that I've already talked about. Right, also finished up watching Cobra Kai. Great ending. It's all very fan servicey, but I mean, they just did a great job, and like, it's been an epic play. And like, that series is like one hell of an advertisement for karate. Like, it is. It's like the best advertisement karate could ever have received in the world, pretty much. I bet it has genuinely contributed in international interest in it. Like more than the original Karate Kid might have even done. Although back then it was a little bit more exotic. So, but I mean, it surely has given it another big burst Because I mean, the series is great, and it does make you want to like, oh, it would be really cool if I could do that, and it plays into that too. So it's like this just grand advertisement series. It reminds me a lot of like wrestling. It's like karate, but in a wrestling setting, and it's a soap opera, and it just, I mean, the people in it are great and just fun. They're just fun characters and fun people. So yeah, I really enjoyed the series. It might be like actually become like an all-time favorite nostalgic series. Because when you see it, you really do think like, man, this is like from the 80s or the 90s. Alright, great series. Hope everybody, I mean, I don't know a single person that doesn't actually enjoy watching that. I don't know any. But I don't know, maybe some are like, I don't know. There's always some of those. And maybe like some karate people that are like jealous. It's like, they're not that good. Like, oh, yeah, sure. I mean, the real thing's always going to be more tough and more complicated and different. Right? But I thought it was very cool and impressive. Anyhow. What else? Yeah, in the meantime, Lord Emperor Trump and Lord Musk are still, they keep rolling it. Keep doing what they're doing. And like the world is getting shook up by it in a good way. Vance came over to the EU and basically told them like, this shit has got to stop. Brilliant. I mean, I mean, it's just great. Like, yes, lots of people here are like, oh my god, please make this stop. And it might actually happen. I mean, I called out for it like in a sort of a esoteric personal address, like, please help us, like, we can't get rid of these without the US doing that, and they are doing it. They have changed, and like there's just only for the no more chemtrails alone, it's like, oh my god, thank you for making that stop. Like that alone is just like, oh, what? I don't know how to properly thank him for making that stop. But yeah, they're going all the way. And it's also, I'm detecting a weird thing even about myself with Elon Musk, right? I mean, of course, always a very controversial figure, especially because he's like the SpaceX guy and he's always like on about Mars and all that shit, and like he's not a super talented speaker, let's just be clear about it. And I always thought like, oh my god, this guy's just an actor, he's really stupid and just the face of it. But the more time passes, I'm just wondering, like, I don't know, am I being spelled? Am I being impressed or something? Because I think that maybe he is pretty good. Or at least he knows how to work tools and people. Like, he's a good manager, like very good, and a very good organizer. He must be to do things on this scale. So he must have indeed like scaling talents like that in a good way. So yeah, I'm just finding that I'm sort of becoming a fan of his, which is kind of weird because I mean I am a flat earther, and that's not going to change. I'm not just going to like, oh my god, maybe it's a ball after all. No, just no. But I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm just curious to see, like, if there's going to be another extraterrestrial project, a fakery, then it would be, or maybe a genuine attempt, and then figuring out it's not actually possible, right? I just wonder, like, what are they going to do with it? Are they just like, we know it's fake, but we gotta pretend it is real, and then do that? Do it more effectively than the moon landings, probably, which is not that complicated because, I mean, there's like all the CGI technology now, like, you can have like real view and then supplemented CGI. I mean, people literally do this with their freaking mobile phones. It's crazy how easy doing something like that is now, then make it super advanced and smooth and then like high quality. And it might be very hard to figure out that it is actually supplemented CGI. Who knows? I mean, experts will still figure it out, but by just with the naked eye, it might be very tough to figure it out, right? So are they going to do that? Or is Elon like really like just headstrong, like, we were all tricked and they're never doing anything, it's just so deep state, but it could still be possible? Is he a genuine believer? Does he really think, no, there has to be something out? I really want to try, and then have like a rocket smack against the firmament or something? I just wonder, like, what are they going to do? Right, I'm gonna, by the way, also bring this all up with Mark Sargent later today. Shouldn't basically exhaust it all. Maybe I'll just have a more like, hey, what are you guys up to kind of talk today. Right, don't forget to Rogans it up if you're liking it. And I mean, say hello. Hi guys. Just maybe browse more around. Right, but it does look like there's some big geopolitical things happening. As Trump basically gathered Xi Jinping and Putin together on like basically a world military reset kind of thing, a new plan, or yeah, where they're all gonna cut down on their military dramatically and their weaponry, and then like invested in human resources, infrastructure and all that, which is like fantastic. I never expected him to do anything like that, but I mean, that's like, that will absolutely help push like a golden age. It will. And it's like a massive setback for the military-industrial complex if that goes through. I mean, they'll still have their things and they'll still be scheming, but it is a massive breakthrough if that succeeds. I was very impressed about it. And like, yeah, I mean, Trump and his plan is just keeps exceeding my expectations. It's intense. It does really feel like, whoa, the world is really changing, like, big. Almost like a world war setting kind of thing, except now there's no massive slaughter. Although this slaughter could be argued to have already been taking place with the whole 2020 situation, the pandemic, right? But, I mean, yeah. Right, tell me what you think. Maybe you guys spotted some details that I have not come across. Let me know. And there's a lot of things happening. Trump and Doge team are like extremely busy, and every day is like an event. Every damn day. And I mean, it's great. Just the amount of organization that went into this ahead of time is just astonishing. Like, none of this can really be improvised. Like, there must have been so much planning to go into all this. Amazing. Oh yeah, Owen Benjamin yesterday had a guest on again. Classical Learner Bear, I think that's what he's called. Was cool. But yeah, he had a lot of technical issues with Rumble and sound and all that, so that was a bit distracting. Good God, where's everyone? Yeah, I was just gonna ask you, like, hey, where are you? But there you are. I don't know where everybody is today, Anunnaki. Maybe everybody's all frozen up. I mean, I had, like, issues with the cold this night. It was very cold. Like, trouble staying warm. Like, even with warm water bottle and all that. I still rested fine. But I mean, I hate the cold. But yeah, I'm not gonna sleep with the door closed either. Like, I need fresh air. It doesn't matter if it's like, well, maybe if it's like over or under 10 degrees Celsius freezing at -10, like maybe then I'll close the door. But other than that, like, I need the fresh air while sleeping. If I don't, I usually end up having headaches in the day. Right, so maybe that's it. Anunnaki, maybe everybody's all frozen up. I don't know. Or maybe they're all still like jarred or shocked from my show yesterday. I don't know. I thought it would like get people more riled up or something. Beside the fucking trolls, of course. Right. But yeah, I don't know. You tell me. Dude! Shut the fuck up. I just gotta love that stupid ads. Things that I don't watch on channels that I don't watch. Yeah, I was just trying to find a certain photograph or sketch in this case. I mean, people complain to me about, oh, you only have sketches. Well, some other people do that too. Come on, man. Just wanted to show you this. Just whoa. Hey, Maxed Out Bear, good to see you. You were told you'd be paid hence. What? Okay, Maxed Out Bear. Who told you that? Busy Saturday. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I appreciate your being there and your hilarious commentary. Alright, so yeah, shout out to my lunch break. I will always source but I just wanted to show like one of these photos because it's just wow. Caves, you call this a cave, right? I mean, just look at this, man. It's I mean, I feel like I should use some of these things for like a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Because it's just so amazing. Right, at least like if I'm gonna be like I'm gonna build some grandiose in Dungeons and Dragons, I'm gonna have the players stumble upon some grandiose runes. Like, I'll be having some serious sources now to actually sketch something out. Because in the like when I was playing or when I was designing my campaign, I had ideas, but it's like ooh, an ancient ruin thing. But I never really had any sourcings. Like I didn't have any photographs or pictures at the ready to be like, hey, this is kind of what it's like, or to, as an example, to then try to sketch out an outline of what it was like. I never really had that. Now I'm, like, when I'm gonna redo the campaign, which I probably will at some point, I'll be having some serious design stuff available. to basically use. Anyway, what the hell are you guys talking about? Might have spent an entire lifetime carving something, yeah? Or they were able to just do it extremely quick by not carving it, but rather molding it very fast. So it would have almost been like a reversed mold. Think of like you got the rock, you, I don't know, apply Sonics to it and just turn it into putty temporarily. Then you basically ram these molds onto there, like bang! Keep vibrating it in, let it harden up, disassemble the molds, and ta-da, there it is. Like that. Maybe add some more details, but I think it probably did it more like that. I mean, carving it from hard rock is just no. It's insane. There's no way. Right? Because, I mean, when you carve things and something goes wrong, it's all fucked. There's just no way. Things of that scale, just no. It's like not carved. That's insane. That's not doable. I mean, carving like a statue is already like tough enough. And there's like a chance you'll have to like do it over 3 or 4 times until you're lucky enough to not make a mistake and then have it completed. I mean, but then you take like temples inside of mountains that are potentially like miles wide and incredibly high, and it's just no. You heard people like they're at this flat. Oh, I think somebody's still triggered from yesterday. Are you trying to escape the dip correctional facility? Virtual Vi? Are you desperate for some dip correction? I mean, I think that some ballers out there are just addicted to me just fucking them up. You just want to be smacked around because they can't snap out of it, so then just like, oh, just smack us around. We'll resist and we'll have to like some sort of sensation like we're the underdog and trying to fight the mean ones that are taking our reality. I don't know what the fuck drives ballers anymore. I mean, that form of insanity goes way beyond like a ballwyn simulation. I mean, I can do that, but ballwyn's always been from like a fun-loving game perspective. And not like a serious, like religious, fanatical, psychologically deep-rooted kind of thing. Like, never. Dip angle, please be my... What is dip correction? Yes, don't worry about it. I mean, if you don't know about it, you don't really need to know about it, because it is basically a straw man in the first instance where it becomes relevant. But it has to do with celestial navigation. Because celestial navigation proves that the Earth is flat because it can't work on a ball, because it can't take an angle from a curved baseline. And dip correction is like a straw man rebuttal to try to tell you that it is possible, that it is being accounted for, when that is absolutely not true. And they will argue endlessly, ballers, to just keep dip angle correction, like dip correction, right? And that's why from yesterday's show there's dip correctional facilities with people desperate for dip correction antidepressants. Like, that's why that title is like that, right? But you're new here, Virtual Vi. Oh, you actually went to India? Okay, maxed out bear, cool. Monkey enclosure. The zoo thinking the monkeys built it themselves. Haha, yeah, good example, yeah. Right. No, I think they were built by the proto-humans in what is basically like the medieval era. That is nothing like what they say it is. Do you really think it's flat? No, I don't think it's flat. I know it's flat. Observed, measured, calculated, and navigated flat. There's no thinking or believing that applies. It might start out like that. But once you get into the details, you know it is. If you allow yourself to go there and say goodbye to the globe world religion, which is literally what it is. It is a religion, it is a spell, an illusion that everybody taps into. You all share that belief out there. It's being imposed upon everybody through the secular world, top down from governments and like institutes claim to be real. Lol, yes. Yeah, it is hysterical, isn't it? It's funny because it's true. Right, yeah, it is right. Let me just give you one example, right? Since you're new here, supposedly. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, here. This is a video from Mess B, or just BMLS 69. Oh, get out of here. Just take a look at that. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. I had my mic put on mute. Earth is observed flat. Right? So I don't know if you got my commentary. I think I muted myself when I was doing the commentary, which is kind of silly. But yeah, in the video that you just saw, the camera is literally put on the beach, had to be lifted up because otherwise the wave would have hit it. And then observing directly over the waterline, an oil platform into the distance, 6.5 and 9, or what? Yeah, 6 and 9, roughly, a little bit more than that, miles away. When the camera is positioned directly on top of the water, yeah, it's flat. If the Earth was curved, you would never, ever be able to see those oil platforms, neither of them. Maybe something sticking out at the top, but never more than that because it would be geometrically obstructed by Earth curve. But it isn't. At negligible observation height. Okay, that's the point of it. I mean, if it's like a mile up or something, then you could argue, oh, but it still fits. Yeah, but in this case, observer height is negligible. It's 0. Like 1 feet, 1 foot. It defies the Earth spherical geometry. You could never see those platforms under any condition. Yet we do, because it's flat. So there you go, virtual Vi. Why is there a horizon? Because we're dealing with perspective. Right? And all observing mediums, all observations will have a horizon because there's something like a resolution limit after which visuals will be cut off because they simply will be too small to register with the resolution that is available. So there's always going to be every observing media thing, even telescopes, although those have very high resolutions comparatively. There will always be a sphere of limitation of view that surrounds you. There's always going to be a limit to how far you can see. The bigger your resolution limit, the further you could potentially see. Right? That's why a mouse, very small eyes and arguably very low resolution limit, they won't see far at all. Like if you put them here on the balcony, they probably wouldn't even see the building there in the distance. That I can see with my eyes. Because it's too small and its viewing will be limited. So yeah, horizon is a natural side effect of sight and perspective. Right? Because the further things away are, the smaller they are, and thus, eventually, it being so small can basically make it impossible to pick up because the observing medium does not have sufficient resolution to pick up details that small, and then it will all just basically be blurred up, and then you won't make out any details. It will just be nothing. It's too small to pick up. Like even with zoom functions and all that, it'll just be too small. Everything will be too refracted, out of place. It will just blur up. Yeah, the horizon is not geometric. If it were, you wouldn't be able to have an observation like from the video I just showed you. We can see the moon, which is a lot more distance. No, that's just what you think, because that's what you've been told about them. Yeah. Institutes told you that's a giant rock that's floating around presupposed sphere Earth, but I mean there's no evidence it is actually a rock, or that it is even a thing in an actual position anywhere. See, it's a light in the sky, one of the bigger ones, like the sun is too. But they're not like objects. They don't have actual positions. Cannot be proven to have specific actual locations anywhere. Right? Because one of the requirements of such proof would be approach. You would have to have the perspective effects apply, as do observations of objects always have perspective applied, right? You see something in the distance has a certain angular size, then you move closer. And the angular size to you as an observer increases. Why? Because you're getting closer to it, and then perspective makes it take up a bigger amount of angle within your view. There is no evidence that any of that happens with any of the celestial lights, including the moon. The angular size does not change under any circumstance. How far is it then? There is no distance. Virtue 5. There is no distance to the moon. It's not an object that has a location. Think of it as a hologram. It's not literally a hologram as we would create it with our technology, but it is the closest approximation that I can give you as an example, right? And it's the reason why when I describe the technical term for the celestials, I call it non-local holographic angular manifestation. It's a hologram that has no actual distance. You can't approach it. You can't even move away from it when you see it. You can't get closer, you can't get further away. It has a set apparent distance and it never changes. So it's like an angular manifestation. A light that manifests from a certain angle in a certain position, and it doesn't change its apparent distance under any circumstance. And I know that must be a little bit complicated, right, to take in. What is he talking about? No local holographic angular manifestation. What does that mean? Yeah, I get it. But it's the closest I got to being able to describe the phenomena accurately. You would have to travel a large distance. Yeah, and there is no evidence that that is even possible by anybody. Nobody has ever done it. Like without tricking it blatantly. Right, so they would have to, yeah, that's cool, but I mean there's a claim that we sent probes all the way to Pluto, okay? I'm sorry, but there is no evidence of angular size increase. Actual, like live recorded evidence. There is no such evidence. yeah, I'm not saying that you're supposed to be seeing that walking on the flat earth. Yeah, I'm talking about, hey, how about a rocket going straight at the moon with the camera on it as it's flying towards it? Well, guess what's going to happen? Nothing. No angular size change. And as you fly in a dead straight line towards it, you're going to find out that the moon's suddenly bending away. So it isn't literally in that specific location where it seemed at when you aimed the rocket straight in a straight line towards it. Because it isn't anywhere. They don't have actual locations. The celestial lights are not objects in specific positions that you can travel towards. They don't have actual locations. There's no evidence to back that notion, to back that idea that they would be. Apparent size of the moon can be, yeah, but I mean, that's different. That's lensing effects when it's like at the horizon, the same as with the sun and anything, right? I'm talking like a proximity, like moving to, trying to move towards it. It's not going to change size. Even if you go really, really fast and really, really far. Right? And, I mean, the indicator also like, oh, you're moving in a straight line really fast. And then, oh, the moon isn't where we aimed at. What? Yeah, because it isn't anywhere. It's a holographic manifestation. It just has an angular position depending on where you are inside of the Earth realm. It's not emanating from an actual location within the realm. It doesn't have an actual position. You can't move closer to it and then like, I am in the position where the moon is. Or on it or anything. It isn't anywhere. Oh, you have to go back to work? Yeah. Have fun taking all that in. Earth is flat. Welcome to Flat Earth. You take your time thinking about it. I'll be here. Right. Well, that's fun. Right, anyone enjoying the show? Don't forget to Rogan's it up, and I could really use some support, some basic things for, I don't know, eggs and bread. $10 or something like that would be great. Maybe somebody can help me out. Otherwise I'll be just trying to get by with the little remnants that I got. I mean, it's been a great month thus far. I've had support from people and I really appreciate that, and they know it. Right? For me, the challenge is like not to build up more debt. And then, yeah, eventually things hopefully will change around, and then I won't be needing so much support to prevent getting more debt. Right? I'll get there. But for now, it's kind of essential for me if you want me to keep on doing what I do and laying down what I think up, what I figured out, and giving my forecast and my predictions basically about what is happening, what it is, what's gonna happen. If you like that, then I need support to keep going, because I mean, if I'm just hungry and stressed out, like I'm not gonna be able to eat after this, yeah, that's gonna not help me be in a good mood and be focused for doing the show. and eventually even kind of get angry and frustrated over it. And yeah, nobody likes that. Except maybe the trolls, but they can go fuck themselves. They're gonna be whining anyway. That's all they ever do. Alright, so yeah, please support me. PayPal preferably, that's really quick. And the little bits help, they do. Right. But yeah, Paraplegics, send me some coffee, that's great. I tried the Helen Keller roast, it was pretty nice. A bit weird with the taste, but I mean that's just because I'm not used to that. But it, yeah, it felt pretty good. And that will save me some money, so that's great. Had another little banger. What? Oh, earthquake. Ooh, okay. Hope there's no damage, maxed out bear. Impossible on the globe. Don't even get there. I mean, that's just irritating. Impossible in the globe. You'll just get the ballers all squirming again and like, oh, there's no point. I'd much rather just focus on what is real and then I just admit there are certain things that we don't understand how it happens instead of like forcing the ballers to spill their guts about all the excuses and machinations that have been made up by the ball religion to justify the things, the phenomena in the world, without any evidence to actually confirm any of it. More than $1? Okay, that's hilarious, Maxed Out Bear. Thank you for that, I guess. I mean, the PayPal link is in the description box of the video. I just click show more and there it is. I appreciate it. Oh, can't believe I'm already an hour and 20 minutes in. Yeah, it's been an interesting show today. You don't see. Okay, I'll do. Fine, I'll post it. Here you go. If I steal them. this link helps. Maxed Out Bear. Alright, hope everybody's enjoying the show. Don't forget to Rogan's it up if you are. Man, my tea is already getting... It's so freaking cold in here. It's... Ugh. But yeah, whatever. Radiator's just not helping at all. The radiator in this house is completely useless and we can't change anything about it. But I mean, I do got my radiator lamp, my heater lamp here, and that is helpful, but it takes a while. Alright, for those tuning in later today, I'm gonna have the Night Owl show number 15, ironically on the 15th. With Mark Sargent again, looking forward to doing that. I think it was the 15th. 33 Rogans. What? Low Mary Hinge? Yeah, it is number 15. Huh. Oh, now we got 3 Rogans up and 33 Rogans down. Trolls, who cares? I still think that matters somehow. I mean, I don't think like algorithm really even cares, and people certainly don't give a shit. If you're gonna like check out something called Flat Earth Early Bird Show, that's in the title every single time, and care at all, and not just be miserable trying to spread the misery, then you don't care it got downvotes. You'd rather like respect it. Like, wow, that guy's still going. Look at all those downvotes every time. Like, yeah, he's still going. Yeah, because I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit even if I had like 33 million downvotes every goddamn show. I don't care. I'd still going. I still keep going. And likes boost the viewership? Maybe. A bit. It's like YouTube. Yeah, well, any attention is good attention, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I think people are aware that I'm here. It's just like, flat earth, oh, secretly Satanist, it's all a lie. My priest told me that it was a globe. Oh, hello, person with account made today. Who is he? A soccer account. Blatantly. Person, soccer account made today. Probably the guy that I probably banned a couple of times earlier and he just made more overt troll shitty comments. Or maybe not. And he'll tell us all about who he really is. But it does kind of sound like just a new attempted infiltrant character. I mean, I can just see through that shit immediately now. It doesn't work anymore. Any relation to Joel? Yeah, why the hell would you think that he'd call himself that? Of course. Right? They have to show you something about it that is not real. They can't help it. Right? Because they don't have a right to try to trick me if they don't give me some kind of hint. That's how they think. Who's Josh? Shut the fuck up. Well, anyway, Maxed Out Bear, were you actually planning to send me some on PayPal? I'm kind of like hoping you were. Or maybe you were talking about it later. Ooh, got 4 Rogans, nice. Because of that other guy. Well, don't feel too bad too quickly, Maxed Out Bear. Maxed out credit card. This is... Okay, Anunnaki. It's just weird, because I mean, Manson is just such a generic name, really, when you think about it. It's just son of man, man, son. It's so basic. Oh, okay, Maxed Out Bear, fine. It's cool. Don't worry about it. No, Larry Manson, stop being such feigned ignorance. It's irritating. Huh. Okay. Alright, that's nice. That a message from a guy? Made a good argument. So, am I trying to teach people about flat earth? Not really. I mean, a little. It's just, all that stuff's like 10 years ago. It's mostly, I will relay my evidence and my knowledge. But the entire issue is that there's a lot of flat earthers that just latch on to like some kind of specific model with things that are not really good evidence, and then just it's all about the group. And like, I am not about the group. I'm a cosmologist. I really try to figure out what's going on, and as I'm doing that, I'm just figuring out it's like complicated. It's just really freaking complicated. There are complications that defy our understanding and the way that we are used to thinking about our observations and like what we think of the celestial lights and all that. And there's a lot of psychological complications you have to deal with when you really try to figure out what reality is, the physical reality. And that's what I do. I am a cosmologist in that sense. I mean, even if you like ask ChatGPT about me, like it calls me a cosmologist. Just kind of funny, but correct. That is what I do. I'm a cosmology theorist, and I have a lot of different ideas as like potential options of how reality could be beyond our direct available knowledge, and to basically estimate as what could be beyond our available knowledge, what would be reasonable, like the options of what could be out there. And that's what I speculate about a lot, because I mean, it's fascinating to do that, right? But it's no use in to just get an idea of what's out there beyond our knowledge and then just pin it down. It's like, no, it's this one. This is it. Like, no, but you don't actually know, though. You might have some hints, but that doesn't mean that you know it for certain, right? The only things that we can know for certain is the things that we can know for certain that are within reach, that are repeatable and measurable and testable. Right? So I just share that knowledge. Cosmology or literature doesn't have quite the same ring. Yeah. No, but screw that. It's flat earth. Like, I want to shove it in people's face. It's a warning sign, right? If I just said cosmology early bird, then people would be like, oh, okay. And then they'd be like, what the hell is all this? And they'd like be open, even as ball believers, getting accidentally hurt. I don't want people to get accidentally hurt through my understanding, because their belief is still very treasured and like they can't handle having it being tested. So that's why there is flat earth right at the beginning of the title as like a warning sign, like, hey, this is flat earth. If you can't handle that shit, then you shouldn't be watching this, because you're gonna learn things that are gonna like defy your religion that you don't even think is a religion, and that's gonna hurt you. And I don't want people to accidentally get hurt like that. That's why I call it the Flat Earth Early Bird Show. It's a warning sign, like, hey, flat earth, warning, warning, flat earth. And not just retard flat earth, like the fake ones that are looking really retarded, can barely talk audibly and repeat old regurgitated horse shit that they don't understand, which gets massively promoted everywhere. Like, oh, that's what everybody loves to shove forward, because they want everybody to think of flat earthers as being completely retarded. That's what they want. So those get promoted. This show is not getting promoted. What? If I want to make a model? Okay. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm not really a techie guy like that. but thanks for the suggestion. I did want to have like a more 3D model of what I think the realm is roughly, but I'm not really ready to like investigate some new program like that. I don't even know what that is, the link you gave me, but Right, I'm gonna take a 2-minute break and I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Don't forget to Rogan's it up. Right, and I'm back. Oh, hour 45 minutes. Yeah. And if you want to know more about Flat Earth, then you can ask, right? I mean, I explained about non-local holographic angular manifestations, which might still be a bit confusing. And to be fair, sounds weird, it's still confusing to me. It's just the closest thing that I've managed to figure out, like, how to explain the phenomena, which are quite elusive. I mean, it's a mystery. It's a mystery that I do not know how to back engineer. There are people that they think they can by, like, assuming it's a dome, and then from that perspective go by like, oh, it's like a reflection-based system. But I mean, I don't think it's a dome. I think it's flat top. I don't think it is a dome. There's no actual conclusive evidence it is dome. Like, even the biblical references, like, that's not dome. Yeah, rakia, tent, it's not a dome. Yeah, I mean, how many dome-shaped tents do you know about? Yeah, they aren't. They aren't dome-shaped. Like, I don't know any dome-shaped tents, like, ever. No tents are ever dome-shaped. That's the whole crazy thing about it. It's just eternally overlooked, right? So, no local... I already explained all that. Why there's so many dislikes? This ain't bad. Thank you, Larry Manson. I mean, I have, like, dedicated troll haters that... I don't know. I call it the gay bar these days. Like, they're all just... Like, they all have a crush on me and I rejected them, and they're just freaking gross homosexual online stalkers, pretty much. That follow me around in other chats and just whine and bitch about everything that I've ever said and done. They keep archives of everything that I've ever said and done and just whine and complain about it to everybody, try to shame it, try to drive wedges. They are pretty pathetic. And they watch me every day just to give me that downvote. Yeah, that's what they do. And thanks for saying the show isn't that bad. I mean, I do my best. I've been doing this for quite a while, right? That's why it's show episode number 2205. It's because that's how many shows I've actually done. A lot. I've been at it for almost a decade. Right? And no local what? Non-local holographic angular manifestations, which is my technical description attempt for the celestial lights. Sun, moon, planets, stars, all of it. All the lights. That's creepy, like gang stalking. Yeah, they are gang stalkers. And they're really fucked up. Like, they harass, like, people, they dox shit, and then they harass people that I know and all that. They are, like, genuinely horrifying, horrible people. And I'm not entirely sure, but they probably surpassed, like, criminality already. And, I mean, I trust God and, like, the way things are going in the world. I think that eventually, like, it will be halted. All I need to do is just not get overly excited about it, because from my position, from my vantage point, there's nothing I can really do about it. They just keep doing it, keep making new sock accounts, keep going anywhere. And, like, here's the thing. Everybody fucking hates them. Everybody. Like, they are always trying to gaslight me and that, oh, everybody hates you. No, they hate me and everybody else hates them because they suck. They're whiny little homosexual gang-stalking faggots. That's what they are. And everybody fucking hates them. Because they suck. And they whine and bitch. And they distract away from whatever the subject is in the shows that they show up in the chat with. So, yeah, nobody likes people that just whine and bitch about somebody else's life. It's very irritating. Right? But they keep doing it, though, for years. Years. They've been doing it. Every day. Years. I still keep going. Because I like doing this. And I feel that I'm pretty good at it. I've had developments, I've had progress, I've had character development, I've had psychological development. In the past, I had real serious anger issues, frustration, that I basically had a coming out with. called ragewin, that's what I called it. And it was very serious. It was like pretty savage. And I've just learned to deal with it. Let it out, show it, and then work on it. And I have worked on it a lot, and I've like come very far. I haven't had real anger outbursts on camera like in quite a while. I mean, sometimes I still snap or something, but never like I used to like 5-6 years ago. And I'd get like foaming at the mouth, screaming in the mic shit, like get really angry. That doesn't really happen anymore because I worked on it openly. Yeah, this is an open journal. This is like an open psychological personal journal here on top of my cosmology and the subjects I talk about, figuring out the world. It's also psychology, the psychology of me and other people and working on it. They had a hobby. It's scary if they have a job. Yeah, I mean, most of them probably have a job, but those jobs really, really suck. And they just hold on to that because it thinks it makes them better. And then they can hold it over me. They just want to feel like better than somebody else, better than me, and it's not working. It's like all their feigned collected status things to give themselves some kind of value, well, they all just burn away and go into nothing when they hold it next to me, and that's why they fucking hate me. Because I dispel all their feigned status. All their useless feigned status. Because I don't give a shit about that. And I'm open and honest about it, like all of it. And they're just like it's eating them up on the inside. And that's why they can't get away, right? I mean, the best thing to do for them is just get the fuck out of here, get a fucking life, go do something that you might actually get some enjoyment from, instead of just whining and bitching and trying to pull down one guy on the internet. It's totally nuts. Ragewin is a great pseudonym. Maybe a good... No. Never. Never maxed out. It's not funny. Ragewin is not funny. It's very serious. I mean, it sounds funny, but it isn't. Ragewin is not actually funny. When I get angry, it's not funny to me. So don't play with it. It's not a joke. I mean, to people out there in the trolls, they might think of it as a joke, but it isn't a joke to me. Bullies are jealous idiots. Yeah, but that's like all bullies. So that's what they are. Yeah. But a lot of them are like really insane gammas. I don't know if that means anything to you. But they would then originally come up to me and like, oh, be friendly and be a fan. And then they just do weird things or step out of line or just have spastic responses. And then I'd get angry at them. Like, get the fuck out of here, ban them. And then, no, you're my enemy for life. And some of them are literally, after 4 years, still trolling me. Because I got angry to them. Like, yeah, and there's a lot of those types of people. And they all eventually find their way to me. And then they think, oh, he's such a great guy. Oh, and then I just get in a bad mood. And then they can't handle it. I lash out at them, and now they're enemies for life. I mean, all these trolls are like that. All of them. Oh god, I was mean to them. So now they can't help but be a freaking degenerate gang stalker the rest of their lives. Accomplishing absolutely nothing but definitely making everybody hate them. Despise them. Right? But I mean, they're not even worth discussing, really. Do I like reading? No, not really. I'm a very auditive type of guy. Like, reading makes me end up finding out after 2 pages that I'm actually reading something that's not there. Because I have a very vivid visual imagination that I do a lot of active things with. And I have more focus when listening. Listening to music, great joy out of that. And speaking. Because there is so much information in speaking, way more than people realize. I call it spiritual metadata, and there's tons of it. Like books worth of it. In sentences. And I learn how to read that. But when I read letters in a book, it's too rigid, and my imagination starts to reconstruct based on what I think the view is that the writer put together. And then eventually, like after a few pages, like I find myself not like scrolling with my eyes past the letters, but not even reading them anymore, and instead continuing on the construction of the back engineering within my imagination. It keeps happening. It's happened all my life. It's tough for me to read books because of that. But I know how to listen. Oh, I do. How do I learn things? Word of mouth. I mean, the internet age for me was like a revolution because of that. Like visuals, pictures, and music and spoken things. People reading out. Like audiobooks are great. Although they can be a bit long-winded. But I learn a lot through just my internal workings, is the esoterica. Like I have a process, I have a system that actually works through my subconsciousness. It's something I can't just explain. I can attempt to describe it when it's going on, but it's like I don't understand. It just works. And I trust it. I trust the design from God that I have, that I embraced, and the things that I've upheld, and the illusions I rejected from the outside world to degrade my own natural born abilities. Don't worry about it, Max Bear. Don't worry at all. It's all good. It's all good, man. I just needed to inform you, like, hey, it's not really a joke. That's it. But dude, you're cool, man. I mean, you came up with dip correctional facilities. Like, there's nothing that you could do for nothing that could make me angry for like a month. Like, that was such freaking genius statement. I'm almost jealous that I didn't come up with it. But I mean, I'm not like that. So it's just like, bro, you're good. The human mind is fascinating indeed, and highly mechanized. Like, it isn't. It's fractal. The mind is actually fractal. The consciousness is even more complicated than physical substance, and the top-down psychiatry and psychologists from like the 19th century were all evolution driven in their thinking, and they would always just reduce everything to like animalistic ideas and like degrade. They would degrade the quality. And so the overall understanding of like the workings of the mind is like been displayed and rolled out in a way that's not sufficient to actually help people size up the magnificent qualities that are hidden within our spiritual ability. And it does not recognize the vast array of senses beyond our 5 natural senses. Because there is way more, and you can figure that out. And it has been, in ways, been figured out. But the old psychology is still kind of being taught. It's still standardized, and it's reductionist. It reduces. It gives us a view that is a reduced reality. It's not complete. It's not holistic. And I've been facing that all my life and been developing. It's like, no, I have my version. Like, I am a psychologist and I'm the one that taught me. I did not learn psychology from a book. I became my own psychologist because I needed it. Because I needed psychological help facing the world. Psychological help that institutions and trained people were like completely and utterly powerless to help me with. Like, they were not capable of doing that. Like, every freaking psychologist when in my youth that I've ever faced, I literally ended up, all of them, teaching them about psychology things that they did not learn. And explaining, like, even helping their own personal lives out. Because I can. Because I have that ability. And I did not learn that ability from a freaking book. Or Freud or some kind of fraud like that. Right? Do I believe in coincidences? That's a matter of perspective. I just earned a eulogy speaking spot at your funeral. Okay, maxed out bear. Hey, don't die on me just yet, okay? We're gonna grow old. Like, we can. Like, no more chemtrails, dude. Poison is getting taken out of the food. The dark ones, the dark champions are getting undermined. It looks like the darkness is being removed. Like, we might just all be able to grow, like, becoming 200 again and still be young and vital when we are that old, right? So don't talk to me about damn funerals. You ain't dying yet, I ain't dying yet. So yeah, I mean, Larry Manson, do I believe in coincidence? It's all a matter of perspective. Right? I don't believe in chaos. I think that chaos is actually a lack of mental fatigue that disables an individual from understanding how it is all connected. So I don't believe in chaos, and well, from that perspective, I do not believe in coincidences. But I believe that some things could be interpreted as a coincidence from a certain perspective that lacks the totality oversight. Right? Because if you can't explain exactly why it happened exactly the way it does, then what is left to you? Well, you could just call it a coincidence because there is no structure that you can point out that led up to absolutely have it manifested. Hope that doesn't confuse you more. But yeah, that's how I see it. Every time I try to quit an addiction, it seems like the world is trying to seduce you back to it. Yeah. Hey, show me that ball dumb. Yeah, but I mean, that's sin, right? That's the earthly desires, which are always going to be there to keep wherever you're at in place. the body, the physical side of us, likes things to be the same, and that is with everything, all habits, including addictions. And everybody has addictions, like minor addictions, major addictions. I mean, I'm addicted to fresh air. Is that a bad addiction? No, it's actually useful, but it is an addiction. Like, if I suddenly started like, dude, I'm gonna just sleep every night with the door closed. Yeah, I'm gonna have serious problems with that. Right? And that's just fresh air. I mean, smoking, difficult habit to quit. Drinking alcohol, super difficult. For some people, more than others. For me, it was not as difficult as I've seen it be for other people. Like, I'm just really glad I'm not really, like, I don't have, like, the alcoholic thing. I just never can stop thinking about it. Oh, God, what a hell that must be. Right? Like, I really do feel for those people, but, I mean, you can't trust them, though. Because it is a very serious demon to deal with. And that's how I see it. It's like all seductions are like Lucifer on the inside, using the earthly to tempt you to do things that will reduce your spirit's capacity. And alcohol is like a primary one of that, because I mean that very palpably reduces your spirit capacity and mental capacity. Like, even just in the very moment, because I mean you can get it back, but like very measurably it reduces all that. And a lot of like more serious drugs do that. But they force sensations, force your body to undergo sensations that do not arrive through natural social interactions, which is what that's all really meant for. It's like a social reward system. The drugs are all inside of your body, inside your brain already, and it's supposed to come out because of social interactions, to have it be natural and meaningful. But when you then take drugs, you force that effect, and that disrupts the natural reward system. Carl Jung is the best? Yeah, he's okay. He's pretty good. Right? Now, some drugs, of course, are not really forced. They just have a unique effect, some of which is even medical, right? Like cannabis. But you can, at the same time, weaponize cannabis, make it way too strong so that when you take it, you like basically start to hallucinate from it, even if you're used to it. Like, anything can become like weaponized, too strong, and it will just pull you out of whack. And then even though it might have originally had some benefits, like CBD, like, yeah, we have CBD receptors, which are like a real serious function in the body. So it has a function, but yeah, if you weaponize it, then it's gonna mess you up, right? And a lot of drugs are like that. They're like even like cocaine is basically just a leaf. It's just the juice from a leaf. It's really not that harmful. But when you like mash it up, extract it, and then concentrate it, yeah, it suddenly becomes this freaking hard drug that can absolutely mess you up. Right? And most drugs are like that. It's just some original natural thing that's like very tenable. You can do things with it and not like have your life go fucked up. But then when you like chemically weaponize it, now it becomes like a hard drug, and like it messes people up big time. Right. Right, but yeah, Larry Manson, if you're struggling with addictions, I mean, lots of people are. Also in unexpected ways, okay? Because it's like not just heroin junkies or alcoholics, or a lot of people are actually quite seriously addicted to legal pharmaceuticals. Really bad, because I mean there's a lot of really terrible pharmaceuticals that are just legal, and they're like worse than the classic hard drugs in their own right. But it's legal. Right? It's a list of side effects and shit. People just take it for granted. Right? So the world is always trying to seduce you with drugs, and you can thank the grabblers for that. I mean, that's their package. That's what they do. They're not just gonna let you be bored out there. They're always gonna be, you could try this one, make you feel really special. They've been trying it since the beginning of freaking time, and they will keep doing that because it's what they do. Right? Seductions are there. You can't blame the one that's seducing you. You have to have the discipline. You have to have the strength of character. It's a test. Nutmeg can mess you up. I bet it can, LSG. I've never experienced that though. I'm not a huge fan of nutmeg, but I bet it can. I mean, it's a very intense herb, or what is it? Nut. Yeah. It's an intense spice. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I mean, there's some very specific type of meals that it can work really well with. It's just not my thing. But yeah, it can. There's all kinds of spices that can literally become really addictive. I don't know if you were joking or being serious there, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like an addictive trait to nutmeg. Fuck you, bitch. Oh, please join the scumbag trolls that we discussed about how absolutely pitiful they are and everybody hates them. You're gonna advertise for your parallel stream ripping that you do, that I do not give you permission for, are you? No, one day you're gonna pay for that. You will. For your theft, your actual provable on record theft that I did not give permission for. When I say share on any platform deemed fit, that means the link so people can visit the show. That does not mean, oh, you have my full permission to restream my thing live. No, you don't. You don't have my permission to restream my live stream while it's still live. You don't have that permission. You never had that permission, and you will never get that permission. Yeah? Just to clear that up. What? Did you just say something? Maxed out bear? That's weird. Where'd you go? Saw a guy in jail completely trip out after drinking half a cup. Water mixed with nutmeg. I don't Never seen that before. What the hell? Lost his mind? Yikes. Freaky. That's a crazy story, LSG. I personally never heard of that. But I mean, it is one of those spices, you know? And from what I remember about it, people have to be careful with the dose of it. Like, too much. It's just like star anise, right? The star fruit thing. If you have like too much of that, you can literally like, I don't know, like go into a coma or something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but like if you get too much of that, it's literally dangerous. So there are weird spices and things that you have to be careful with. Share the show. Yeah, the link to the Rumble live show. Yeah, that's share the show. Not, oh, you can restream this when it's live. No, you can't. You can't restream. I'm not giving you permission to stream my live stream on your channel, especially when I'm still live. You do not get that permission. You have my permission to share the link to my Rumble channel and the stream on forums and chats and texts, right? Texted to people. That's the permission you're getting. Not a live stream rip. No, you don't have that permission. Never had. Never gave that permission to anybody. Right. Anyway, hope everybody's enjoying the show. It's going for 2 hours, 20 minutes. I really hope that I can get some support. I really do. Because I need it for food and such. So please donate to your local Arwin. Just little bits would help. Like if I got like $9, $10, that would be fantastic. Because I would be using it for food. Right, but if you can't, then you can't, and I'll just have to get around somehow. Right, also, don't forget to Rogan's it up. I'm poor, yeah. I'm not a rich guy. And I don't need any advice on how to change my life. This is what I do. This is what I want to do. And fortunately, though, I will need some support on a regular basis to basically keep getting around. And then hopefully through like passive income stuff that I've been working on also for a while, eventually I'll be able to like just get around better without having to basically e-bag for it. But I mean, it's not really e-bagging when I am providing a daily show with interesting content for almost a decade straight. So I'd like to say, like, yeah, I'm e-bagging, sure, but at the same time, I am actually giving something in return. It's a lot of development. I've contributed to the overall understanding within the Flat Earth community and even outside of it. Contributed to esoterica that is literally being used in the world. certain phrases start to pop up. Why? Because I discovered them and brought them out. I've been repeating them for years, and now they're integrating. Now people are adapting and using them. So it's not like I'm just wasting my own time. That's horrible. Hope I'm not starving. Well, sometimes almost. I mean, I've been able to get by, like, just on the edge of it for years now. Thanks to the help of my friends, and thanks to the support of people that really like to hang around the show and that I talk to and all that, and that support my efforts here. So it's just that, I mean, the financial situation in my nation, the Netherlands, is like not been... It's just been getting worse and worse. Everything is like getting way more expensive, and it's just not... It's very tough to get around now. And I'm not the only one that's having that problem. Alright, so if you could help out Larry Manson, I would be very thankful. And I do actually honor those that support me, unless they specifically want to support me so that they can then tell me how to do my life, and then watch me get angry so that they have an excuse to basically bully me around for years and years and years. If that's it, then yeah. Would you have an issue with someone sharing the wisdom in your entire YouTube back catalog? No. Unless you're specifically just want to share rage win things, if you just want to try to make me look bad, family feedback. Yeah, if you're just wanting to share everybody, oh look, he was so crazy back then. If that's what you want to do, then go fuck yourself. Right? I'll share about it whenever I want to. Because I will be honest about it. It's just, you gotta be honest that I am changing, and I have changed. And that's the reality. And not just the highlights of my crazy and angry moments. Yeah? And I can't stop people from assembling weird little videos that they do. I don't even care about those. Most of those videos are so lame that, like, they're not doing any damage. They're just lame. So it's like, that's fine. Like, I don't comment about them. I don't get angry about them. Because they're just lame and nobody really gives a shit except the trolls. Doesn't do anything. It's not dissuaded anybody that's been my followers to stop following me. Because if that dissuades you from stopping to follow me, you are a fucking pathetic individual, and I don't want to have anything to do with you. So go join the fucking trolls then. Okay? That's what you're into? I'm not into you. Uploading the back catalog as is. Well, if somebody wants to make like a parallel archive channel as is, yeah, technically I'm okay with that. I would like to know though, if you do be doing that. Like, and you're not like secretly adding shit to it or just shit talking. If you're just doing a raw archive, yeah, I'm okay with that. Absolutely. Like, I have that. I had that with my YouTube. It's on Rumble. Like, most of my videos are still there. Like, at least half of them. What's that chicken? It was G. Right, what I'm talking about is people, trolls, that literally live rip my live stream so they can have their shitty troll commentary on it. And their stupid Photoshop pictures of me and all that crap. And their gay obsessions. That thing I do not give permission for. Somebody wants to make a raw archive of my shows? Yeah. That's fine. I actually would appreciate that. Because then I don't necessarily have to do it. Family feedback. Am I on YouTube? No, I'm not on YouTube anymore. I used to have my main YouTube channel, but that got destroyed. Got banned, basically. Alright, so I am just doing my thing here on Rumble, which is fine. I'm okay with that. But yeah, I can't access YouTube anymore. It's like there's an error there that I can't fix, and I just can't get on it. It's broken. And when I try to contact YouTube about it, they don't respond. So yeah, I'm pretty much entirely off YouTube now. Still have an old account there that I use as a backup account, but I can't get in it. It's inaccessible. It's Arwinian Bear. And it's there. It's not deleted, but I can't do anything. I can't add to it. It's just sitting there. Right. Banned for what? Ridiculous chain copyright strike of like a 2-minute video that I played on multiple shows and then didn't do anything about it, and then suddenly copyright struck all of them at the same time. Yeah, so I couldn't even do anything about it. It was just like a deliberate sabotage attempt. The guy that did is a real frickin' scumbag. Real serious bad news. Not gonna even name names or describe anything about it. So you can drop the conversation about that. In fact, I think I'm gonna round out the show. It's been 2.5 hours. I want to get some lunch. I'm gonna have Mark Sargent on later today. In 3 hours and 50 minutes from now, the Night Owl Show number 15. Looking forward to that. But yeah, I want to get some lunch. I'm getting really hungry. And hopefully I'll be having some eggs tomorrow again. But yeah, I don't know. Right now it doesn't look like it. Alright, but if anybody wants to help me out with that, PayPal's in the description box below. Send me like $5 or $10 and I will like have eggs at least. And otherwise I'll just have to make do with what I got left. Right, so thanks everyone for coming. Hope you liked this show. If you did, then please don't forget to Rogan's it up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my... follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through the PayPal, Patreon, Gifts on Go. Links are in the description box below, or send me a super chat in the Rumble live chat, or subscribe to my channel. Support me that way. You can use any form of support. PayPal would be the most convenient and the quickest. So yeah, please support your local Arwin. Right. Yeah, I will be back later this evening with the Night Owl Show number 15, having Mark Sargent on. And of course, I will be back tomorrow with Flat Earth Early Bird number 2206 on a Sunday. Hope to see you all then. Everybody have a great rest of the weekend. If I don't see you later. And until the next video, keep it flat.
Really down in a cool breeze. I'm gonna be late again. Driver, wait for me please. I'm running all in vain, trying to catch this train. Time don't fool me no more. I throw my watch to the floor. It's gone crazy. Time don't do it again. Now I'm stressed and strained. Anger and pain in the subway train. Now it's 2:30. Long gone the rendezvous. Now it's 3:30. Time made a fool out of me. Now it's 4:30. Oh baby, can't you see? No use in waiting no more. It's a time in tragedy. Think it's 9 when the clock says 10. This girl won't wait for the out of time man. Fool me no more. I throw my watch to the floor. It's gone crazy. Time don't do it again. Now I'm stressed and strained. Anger and pain in the subway.